Hello everyone, welcome to the Salesforce Developers channel. Building Salesforce apps and don't want to go through the hassle of installation of developer tools or asking your IT for approvals, or maybe you don't have access to your computer where you had installed all your developers tools, but you still need to make a quick change via another computer without you having to go through the installation of all of these developer tools. Good news, there's now an easier way to do that. Code Builder is now generally available. Hi, my name is Mohith. I'm a developer advocate here at Salesforce. Welcome to our brand new series, Modernize Your Developer Tools. In each episode, we explore latest developer tools like Code Builder, Einstein for Developers, Code Analyzer, and all of these tools that help you boost your productivity so you can excel at creating Salesforce app. In this episode, we'll focus on how to set up Code Builder and get started. With Code Builder, you only need two things: a web browser and a Salesforce org with Code Builder access to start building apps. Code Builder allows you to deploy a web-based IDE in the cloud, pre-configured with Salesforce-specific developer tools, languages, and frameworks, enabling you to build Salesforce apps from anywhere, anytime. Alright, let's talk about the setup process. The first step is knowing which orgs have access to Code Builder. Code Builder is available in most of the Salesforce editions and comes with specific number of licenses based on your edition. Here you can see the number of licenses for various editions. For more information on edition and licenses, refer to the doc links shared below. Next, let's talk about enabling Code Builder. Code Builder can be enabled only from production orgs. However, once you create that Code Builder environment in production, now you can connect that Code Builder environment to any orgs of your choice, like sandboxes, scratch orgs, other developer orgs, or maybe other production orgs for deployment. Now, if you don't have access to, let's say, a production org for you to try Code Builder, you can sign up for an enterprise edition trial orgs to get Code Builder and try it out for 30 days. The link for signing up for that free enterprise edition orgs is shared below. To enable Code Builder, just go to the setup page, find Code Builder, and click on that toggle. Alright, next, let's talk about the Code Builder installation process. Code Builder is delivered as 2GP managed package. So installation is straightforward. All you need is a few clicks and you will see the package version installed in your org. Next up, let's talk about access control. To manage Code Builder, all you need to do is provide permission set group called Code Builder group to the respective users. Now this permission set empowers Salesforce admins to easily control the access to the Code Builder. Alright, let's talk about managing licenses. Now, if you wish to bring developers who are not Salesforce users into your production org, you can utilize free limited DX licenses or identity licenses. Example, for ISVs, Code Builder can be enabled in your partner business org, allowing you to bring in external developers using the same free limited DX licenses. Alright, next let's talk about how to launch Code Builder. Once you have access to Code Builder, you can access a Code Builder dashboard via that app launcher. From here, create a Code Builder environment by clicking on the launch button. It does take a couple of minutes, but once the environment is created, you're all set, ready to code. The Code Builder user interface is very similar to Visual Studio Code. You have access to all the functionality that you've used from the desktop, but right within your browser. If you have not used our desktop-based tools, check out the Code Builder resource panel. It offers valuable resources so that you can get started. Now, Code Builder comes with latest version of Salesforce CLI. For example, I can open the command line right from my browser, type SF version, and you can see that I have the latest version of Salesforce CLI. Additionally, you can execute any Salesforce CLI commands right from your browser now. Now, if you've used Salesforce extensions for VS Code on your desktop, you'll find them all here. Furthermore, you can enhance your development environment by adding extensions from the VSX marketplace, such as this extension, Einstein for Developer. That's my favorite these days because it's AI powered tool and it simplifies code generation for you. So you can use natural language to easily generate Apex code. The support for LWC is coming soon. Additionally, you can customize this code builder environment by changing themes, fonts, like for example, this here, I'm changing it to my favorite dark mode. That is all for this video. In the next video, we'll explore how to manage projects and connect to various Salesforce orgs via Code Builder. Now, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video if you found it helpful. Check out the full playlist here for access to all of the information about our latest tools, resources, and supercharge your skills with all of the videos that we are creating. Thank you so much for watching this video.